And mabuhay! Ayan. Parang si, parang si Pia Words back yung mabuhay. But anyway, ito po ulit ang inyong unkabogable professor ng tourism, Dr. Francisco Monato Ramos. So, nandito po tayo ngayon, ayan, para mag-share ulit ng mga information all about tourism law. And then, but before that, iano ko muna, introduce ko muna sarili ko. I'm a graduate of BS Tourism, Masters in Hospitality, major in Tourism Management, and Doctor of Philosophy, major in Management, and Tourist, and Bachelor of Laws. Ayan. So, natapos na rin na po natin yung 4 na diploma na yon. So, nakagawa tayo ng libro about basic tourism law. Okay? And, yung libro ko po, it's under Mutya Publication. So, pwede naman po silang, tawag dito, i-contact para sa mga orders ninyo. Ayan. Or, tawag dito, for reference, tawag dito, copy, ano na lang, email ang www.mutyapublishing.com.ph or pwede nyo silang puntahan sa office nila sa Malabon City or pwede kayo tumawag sa 02-365-3405 at 365-3239. Ayan. So, yung mga gusto pong mag-order, ayan, ng tourism law book natin, very basic. Ayan. Talagang, tawag dito, nilagay ko yung mga basic na kailangan malaman ng mga estudyante natin pertaining to tourism and law. Okay? So, for this semester, or sa pagtuturo po ng tourism law, a little bit of anything, yung strategy natin para matutunan ng mga estudyante, yung mga kaalaman sa batas na related sa tourism. Okay? So, we define law, we define tourism, and then we combine them, tourism law. So, this video, okay, will just give you a background of what are we going to expect, ayan, sa mga i-upload na video requirement ng mga students ko. Oh, okay. Ganun ako ka-proud sa mga estudyante ko that they may be able to explain to us, ayan, what is tourism law? Well, general law speaks about the generality of the application of law, kasi general ang scope niya. Basta hindi siya, tawag dito, that vague, di ba? Pero, meron tayo tinatawag ng special law. Sinabi special siya. Well, it deals with what? Certain specification, okay, of topic. Ayan. Applied to a given scenario, kaya a given condition, ayon. So, i-explain yan sa atin ng mga students natin sa mga susunod na mga araw. So, defining political law, i-define po natin what is political law. It's that branch of public law which deals with the relationship of the state and inhabitants of its territory. So, iisa-isahin natin ano ba yung mga elements of state para at least alam natin, okay, may estado pala. So, nandiyan yung people, territory, government, and sovereignty. Live na live, i-discuss ng mga students ko sa inyo yan. Gagaling nila, no? Manas sa teacher. Tawag dito, of course, under the political law in tourism, kailangan alam natin the definition of our constitution. Kasi may mga basic articles sa constitution that are related to tourism. Ayan, we are going to relate it to tourism, okay? Actually, I already related those topics yung sa klase ko, the past days. So, yung preamble, sorry po, we exclude preamble kasi it's just an introduction of the Constitution. So, what is essential is that we know the definition of the national territory or Article 1. Yan yung our national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago with all the waters and islands embraced therein and all other territories over which the Philippines are. Ayun, lahat yon. Okay? Why? Kasi we have to define the national territory so that we can also define what is the meaning of outbound tourism, inbound tourism, or local tourism. Kasi, if the person or the foreigner or guest, foreign guest, okay, enters the Philippine territory, that means inbound tourism yon. If that particular guest, have tourism activities in the Philippines, inbound tourism. But if a Filipino or someone the Philippines, nag-tour lang within the islands, 'di ba? Hindi siya nag outside the archipelago or Philippine territory, that means it's domestic tourism. And when Filipinos or anyone gets out of the country, okay, he was able to get out or di ba, nag-out siya from our national territory, that means that's outbound tourism or international tourism. So, with that, ko sa estudyante, pina-realize ko that we really have to know the scope of the national territory related to tourism. Okay? Aside from the fact na our constitution defines the powers of the governmental organs of the state. Okay? Nandito yung legislative power comprises the Senate and the House of Representatives. Well, they're that important bodies of the government or department of the government because they are one, na they could legislate laws about tourism. Yan. And then, i-execute na lang to ng ating president. Okay? And then, it will be interpreted by our Supreme Court. Alam na ng mga estudyante ko yan kung paano i-explain sa atin sa mga susunod na mga videos. Okay? How are tourism laws created? Ayun, galing talaga. Mana sa teacher. Anyway, ayun. For example, mga legislative, or laws, ayan, related to tourism. Of course, yung mga, yung history ng Department of Tourism. Diba? So, well, it's under the executive power of the government. Yan. Syempre, controlled by the president. Ayan. So, kailangan alamin natin ano yung role ng national government sa tourism. Okay? So, tawag dito, we have different agencies, government agencies that are related to tourism, such as the national aside from the Department of Tourism, of course, which are the National Museum, the National Historical Institute, di ba? They are those, some of the tourism-related agencies or bureaus, di ba? Under pa rin sila sa national government. Okay? So, it reflects that the national government also controls the tourism in its entirety. Ayan. So, may mga examples tayo sa video like the closure of Boracay and its reopening. Ayan. It reflects that the president has the power to declare, di ba, the rehabilitation of a certain destination into a given point of time, like 6 months, well, for the betterment of tourism. And then, what else? Yung we're talking about the national government and tourism. So, political, di ba? Political nga tayo eh. So, we are going to talk about the Department of Tourism. Nasabi ko nga, we are going to tell you what are those, yung birth ng Department of Tourism. So, we are going to state the history of the Department of Tourism from being an attached agency with the Department of Trade and Industry, if I'm not mistaken before, to the Ministry of Tourism under the governance of former President Ferdinand Marcos, hanggang sa naging Department of Tourism na siya. And then, we're going to talk about also the Tourism Act of 2009 or the Republic Act 9593. Okay? Why? Kasi it it changes the system of the Department of Tourism in a way. Ni-reorganize nga eh. Ayan, alright. Okay? Reorganization of the Department of Tourism. For example, yung PCVC natin, Philippine Convention Visitors Corporation, if I'm not mistaken, it is now Tourism Promotions Board. And then, yung PTA, yung Philippine Tourism Authority, if I'm not mistaken, now the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority. Okay? And then, yung TEZ or the Tourism Enterprise Zone. Ayan. So, i-discuss natin briefly. Kasi, it talks about politics, of course, kasi it's under the national government, di ba? And then, of course, kung may national government, may local government, di ba? Mandated by the Constitution. So, this local government directly affects tourism in their own locality, of course. So, in a way, we are going to define their powers. Briefly lang naman, the roles of this local government with tourism. Ayan. So, we are going to to give you an idea, of course, yung mga agencies or bureaus also created to support tourism. For example, Intramuros Administration. Ayan, yung mga ganyan. So, we are going to do research. What are those agencies, okay, that are related to tourism in a specific locality? Kasi, politically speaking, in a way, di ba, under pa rin sila sa local government. Ayan. So, dito sa political law with tourism, okay, tourism political law or what, basta, we're going to talk about a little of everything. Something to that. A little bit of everything. Okay? Basta, ang tourism related sa politics. So, we're going to divide it national and then local. Para maintindihan natin, paano nakokontrol ang tourism, okay, by politics. Kasi, nung nag-research nga ako, when I had my research, yung presented sa Oxford University before, doon ko napatunayan that, the biggest, influence, di ba, sa tourism natin ay ang government talaga. Okay? Kasi siya talagang nagko-control eh. Siyempre, siya naman talaga nagko-control. So, hindi lang tayo dapat, tawag dito, as tourism advocate, hindi lang dapat tayo naka-focus lang within obligations and contract. Isa lang yan sa mga i-discuss natin this semester, okay? Under Civil Code, Obligations and Contract, and Tourism, of course. I-relate natin ang mga batas sa tourism. Ayan. So, sa lahat-lahat po, yun yung mga, tawag dito, aasahan nating mga information, ayan, sa mga estudyante, sa mga students ko ng tourism law. At, in a way, if you want to share any topics, any questions, suggestion, please don't hesitate to write it down sa comment box below so that we could properly address it. Now, if ever po may mga may mga concern at alam na rin ninyo yung sagot, kasi I know that there are professionals, lawyers, ayan, yung mga kaibigan kong mga abogado, would see it fit or they could also answer the query. Please do. This is an interactive video for everyone. Ang purpose natin dito is to let everybody know na there is tourism and there is an opportunity in tourism. Kaya I'm giving it back also dun sa industriya na naghango sa akin sa, alam mo na, sa sobrang kahirapan. So, with that guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. So, those are the only topics. Ayan, malaman ako, parang isang semester na yon, pero we're going to give you some details about it. Okay? So, maraming salamat po ulit. Ito ang inyong nag-iisang professor ng Mall of Asia. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share knowledge. Ayan, by by clicking yung button, share button sa baba. Maraming salamat and bye!